Hi, my name's Jeremy Buck. I'm gonna share a little bit about you about me before I came to the Lord and the things that I went through and the things and the harm that I caused others and the pain that I endured. I was a teenager. I started doing drugs, you know, and that because that numbed the pain of not fitting in with others and not feeling accepted. And like when I was 12 years old, a neighbor tried to molest me, right? And so I felt like it was my fault. It made me isolate from family members, from friends, not really let nobody get to know who I was. When I was like 13 years old, my mom and dad got a divorce. And I think that's when a lot of the acting out came out, was between the divorce and the neighbor guy trying to molest me and the drugs. I remember I went to jail when I was 18, and my mom got some lawyers for me, and they let me out around, I can't remember, like 6 or 9 months. I got out. I had to go through drug counseling, but I stopped using drugs for like 3 years when I was 19 because of the court system was on me so hard. But I was still like I never addressed it, anything. I never fixed anything inside. I ended up getting on cocaine at like the age 29 years old, and I left my wife. In 2008, my twin brother was on a roof, and he fell. And I was on the same roof, and I'd been drinking that day. He wasn't. He was in the house, and it was starting to get ready to rain like that. He came out to help us to cover it up, and he fell and I fell, but I lived and he died. You know, I didn't have a relationship with God, but I cussed God. I hated God. I resented him because my brother was, he was a father, a loving father, a good man. And why God took him and not me, I battled with that for 9.5 years. I continued to use drugs and to cover the pain. I didn't know how to get out of misery, and I just thought that that's what all I deserved. I wanted to kill myself, but I couldn't. I didn't want to kill myself because I didn't want my parents to go through the same pain that they'd went through with him. So I was waiting for my parents to die. It was Thanksgiving Day, and my mother had a tract on the kitchen table, and it was how to pray. I picked that up. I read it because I'd never prayed to God for his help. And I read that and I put it in my wallet. And I left my mother's house that day, and I would continue to use for the next 7 days. I was driving home from Indiana. I had wrecked the car. Airbags went off, and I continued to drive. I got the car unstuck, continued to drive. There was a nurse that seen me driving, and she called the police. And when the police approached me, I guess I had consumed all the drugs, so they wouldn't arrest me for possession. And I told them what I'd done, and I told them I needed help. I was rushed to the hospital. I was put on life support. My mother got the phone call that they were going to pull the plug, and she called my oldest brother, Mark, and she asked him to start praying that she wasn't losing another son. a family got together, they started praying, and I was on life support for 7 days. I remember seeing my sisters and brothers, and my mothers were there, but I had told my oldest brother, I told him I wanted to start going to church with him, and I wanted a Bible, and he brought me a Bible, and he had highlighted a couple verses for me to start out reading. I went to a 12-step program. I had 30 days clean when I went there, and I asked the guy to sponsor me, and that was the first time that I had asked another grown man to help me, to show me how to live. That was when the healing process started. I would come to church. I would come to Four Seas Church with my brother Mark. It was August 5th of 2018. I got baptized here at 4C, and my life has changed in ways that I can't describe in words. God has brought me through so much. I got 4 years and 20 days clean right now, and I sponsor other guys to help save their lives. God is using what the enemy put in my life for me to help others. I have a relationship with my twin brother's daughter today that you would think she's my daughter. She tells me I'm the closest thing to her dad, and she's the closest thing to her dad to me. And I look in her eyes, I see him, but I also see her. And I also see that the reason I lived from falling off the roof, and I see the reason that I didn't die on an overdose. I see everything that God's pulled me out of, and I see the glory today. My life today, I'm not the same man I was 4 years ago. If God can change a junkie like me into a God-fearing man, He can change anybody.